the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will come out first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. There he goes. The 20. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the option. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He smashes his way through again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Back to pass, it's Nelson. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their heads spin. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cowboys! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
Punt returns are always exciting. It seems like you're always holding your breath. When you make the guy miss, he's going to be a big hit. Nice return. He almost gets all the way to the end zone. You can tell he smells the pylon, but he just gets inside the 5.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hill. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Gill. And a good job at coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lloyd. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Line getting set on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the returner is stopped. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the...
Turning it on! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
My old coach said you never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thurman. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can...
There he goes! Oh, he got loose! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. To the air, it's Nelson. Safe completion on the screen. Open space at the 25. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. There he goes. Open it up. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Floats it out in space. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slithers into space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanford. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Sanford. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw again. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on the money. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Cougars! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to... as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the run.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Cowboys in the hurry up. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
And his slips just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down.
Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nelson. Got his man quickly. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. 1st down for this offense. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Gets the back moving. The snap sets up the throw. Rushes on him, and the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To throw, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Pushed down for the tackle.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few... On that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 20, he's got space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
We've reached a break. Oklahoma State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Boyd. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. With the catch, it's Boyd. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Robinson will throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty like that, they know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Jackrabbit.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The Cowboys will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Pound 55.
They'll try to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's got it again. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little screen to the running back. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Finds a spot in the middle. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys are facing 3rd and inches. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.